Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Cobbin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Provost Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union,
Good morning, Huntsville.
I promise we're here, folks. I'm just singing this morning. La da da. I shut down this computer, and then I decided that I was going to turn it back on. And you know how things go when you shut it down.
Yeah.
But when you shut things down, and then you turn them back on,
They refresh. They get a restart.
they refresh. And look who this morning has a refresh.
The most refreshing breath of fresh air. It's me.
I was so happy when you messaged me this morning, Denise. My heart fluttered a little bit.
Oh.
It was like a little flutter in the.
Yeah, when I heard that I was coming, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
There, like there's like a beat in your heart.
Yeah.
And then it kind of, I forget all the cardiovascular terms, but it kind of fluttered. It kind of went off to this side and then that to that side, and then
That's the Denise beat.
I went.
That's what happens.
I had cardiac arrest, but I was okay. Got taken care of.
Yeah.
So
It's called a heart attack.
Well, okay, it's been a while. Denise.
It has been a while.
Good to see you. Have been so
Yeah.
busy.
We have been. It's been a good busy, though.
Slinging loans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So one day, are y'all ever going to get into mortgages? Do credit unions ever do that?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
We're just so small. It just kind of, it's a lot of extra paperwork and whatnot. And
underwriting.
yeah, we're just so small. We just haven't had I don't know, if we keep growing, you never know
If
what could
there's,
happen.
is there such thing as overwriting? They have underwriting.
I mean, I guess technically an audit is sort of like that because they're checking the underwriting. So that's,
You're an overwriter.
no.
Now, I know when you put in the loans, there's a lot of overwriting that you have to do.
Yes.
So, well, hey, welcome in, friends. It's good to be here this morning as we get rocking and rolling on this magnificent non-Mimosa Monday.
Every time.
It's always good to have our friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union. There's no other.
No.
Denise Olivas joining
right.
us. And boy, did she leave us, but she's back. Have people ever said stuff like that? They had to have, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's been mentioned.
mine is so corny. They say, "Oh, too hip to be square," and I'm like, "Oh, never heard that one before."
Mm-hmm.
Or Robin Redbreast. That's another one that I get because the bird. They call me Robin
I
Redbreast.
saw Robin on the way here.
Well, you saw
Look at
another
that.
one. Saw two of them.
It's a sign. It knew it was coming.
I saw a red robin yesterday.
Yeah, it was a red one that I saw.
Well, the restaurant Red Robin.
Oh.
Red Robin, wrong. I was, we went.
Yum. Isn't it yum?
Yeah, what did I say? Hum. Red Robin, hum. All right, well, welcome in. It's been a technology fun this morning. I thought it was going to be a good idea to take my little laptop. You know, people always see me with this one in my lap, and this is there's some behind-the-scenes production that I do.
Yeah.
Well, I decided that this was so convenient Friday that when I left here after the show, I decided to go to Thiptheath. Thiptheath. I just like how they say that. I went to Thiptheath, and I decided to do some work from Thiptheath Coffee House. Now I'm going to keep saying that. And, yeah, and so I took this with me. And somewhere along the line, I had the power cable. I didn't bring it into Sipsy's. So I don't know if it's at home or if it's in the truck. I looked. That's why I'm out of breath. I ran right when I started the stream. I ran to my truck, and I came back in. That's really why my heart fluttered, because I was running to the truck. And I couldn't find the power adapter to this little booger. So, anyways, I got the other one fired up today. So, and now I've got to remember
the big one.
Well, now I got to remember passwords.
There's still a motorcycle there.
Yeah, see, I'm doing this thing where it's like, please select all images with a bus. And then you go through this, and then it tells you your password's not right.
Yeah.
See, look, come on. See? And then there it is. What? Like
he used to own an IT company.
Yeah,
by the way,
that was a long time ago. All right, let's try another one.
So it's all of us. Nobody feel bad.
See, that one didn't work. Okay, let's try this one. Definitely not going to work now. Because why is it asking me for that if I got the?
Well, it's just trying to verify. It wants to still make sure there's still traffic lights.
This is ridiculous. How many? You get to see this in real time, friends. I'm trying to get a password in. This is absolutely ludicrous. All right, you ready? Watch. Then you have to go into your password manager. Oh, and look, you can't even search for it anymore. It doesn't even pop up anymore.
No.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, what kind of world are we living in? Somebody made a comment to me this weekend that I don't know how to take it. As you know, Denise, we don't get political on this show. We joke, but we don't get deep into politics or anything like that. I will say, though, that there was a kind of it's weird because, I support our president. I'll be honest. I support our president. I'll support whoever's in office. I want them to do well, whether they're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Green Party, Ralph Nader. That we need to support those. Doesn't mean we have to agree with their policy, but we should still support and pray for them. And there's a lot of things that I think our president is trying to do right. But I think one thing that kind of backfired was that meeting. Did you see any of this?
Yes.
And the reason I bring this up, not to get political, my opinion is, at first I was like, yeah, go. But then I was like, there's some things that need to, I was trying to align, I try to align stuff with scripture. And there was something that I was reading in the Bible that said there's some things that we say that aren't for everyone. That diplomatic process, some of that really, in my opinion, does need to be behind a closed door.
Yeah.
There's also a language barrier with some countries, obviously. And so I think Zelensky should have had his translator there so he could have really translated and articulated what he was trying to say. So I think there was faults at both sides. He even admitted that. He had an interview with Brett Baer on Fox News, exclusive interview, and he admitted. He goes, there was faults on both sides, and I agree with that. But I think that needed to be done behind closed doors. Now, here's why I bring this up.
Okay.
I went to the Sam Houston 44th birthday celebration.
Right.
How do you say celebration in Spanish?
Celebración.
Celebration. How do you say it again?
Celebración.
Celebration. Man, that sounds like really... Hey, man, what y'all doing? Celebration. Just got this. It's okay, papi. No credit, don't sweat it. Celebration. So I went to the 44th celebration for Sam Houston. His birthday was really yesterday, but they had the celebration on Saturday, which I think was great. And a lot of people showed up. They do the annual Baptize a Texan. 81 people got with the Texas water, and it was really cool. I had the privilege to MC that event, and I don't get to do a lot of that anymore because the children and family dynamics. But I support Tracy in the city. I support everyone that I possibly can. It's just hard to do a lot of events. But Tracy had reached out, and I said, yeah, that Saturday I'm completely free. Bridget was cool with it. And so and we had some family in town, so it all kind of worked out. See that? I had family in town, so it worked out. I was gone. No, that isn't it. But I don't know how to take this. I brought up the whole thing with that showdown that happened at the White House because of this. One of Sam Houston's descendants, I got to know their family a little bit. Very, very nice people, by the way.
Okay.
But I was holding the door open for the lunch that we had at the Walker Education Center. Mac Woodward was the keynote speaker. It was a wonderful lunch. And one of the descendants, he walked by and he said, young man, I kind of wondered how you got over here so fast. I said, pardon me? Well, you were just in Washington. He goes, you resemble that Zelensky feller. I was like, no, I don't. It was really funny, actually. Aww. But I was like, I don't think so. I wasn't wearing.
See it now.
I wasn't wearing a black shirt with like a cool logo on it, like he was. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm going to get one of those shirts now. Yeah. So, anyways, that just kind of. He didn't mean it in a rude way. He's very nice people, but I was just sitting there thinking, like, I don't look like that guy.
I think it's just the facial hair, maybe, and then like a little bit, yeah.
This right here, yeah. I learned this in North Dakota. Like I used to think this was so goofy to wear these pullovers.
It makes a difference.
And leave the collar up. But so here, it's like, I need to put my collar down like this. But then that's how I used to do it.
You can't do that with that, though.
Yeah, that's how I used to do it. And I got made fun of in North Dakota. And I realized real quick in North Dakota, everybody wears these pull-ups, and they all wear the collar popping.
Oh, yeah. You have to. So it's cold.
I don't know if he was doing that at the White House. I know he's wearing that black shirt, but I don't know if it was. That's kind of weird to say I was wearing a shirt in the Oval Office. I was wearing my T-shirt. Yeah. It was funny. People were like upset over that. Like, you need to have a little more respect. I think there's a time to where you need to dress up. That to me is one of those times. But is it something worth like barking about? Not really, to be honest. To me, I'm like, it's not a big deal for me. And then because here's the deal. Mark Zuckerberg's been over there 100 times and was in like shorts and flip-flops. Nobody said anything about that. Yeah. Because he's the Zuck.
Yeah,
you don't do anything. So, all right. Well, this all started because I was trying to delay time while I was looking up my password here. And you know what, Denise? I didn't get my password.
No, you did not.
Look at this. Now it's saying to help.
You have to verify that it's you to get your password.
This is an absolute ludicrous wrapper this morning. All right, here we go. Let's see if it's on. Oh, there we. Oh, nope, that's not it. That's the password No, it was the one password that I didn't think I used anymore that's on here. Let's try it. By the way, use different passwords for different accounts, please. Yeah. My background is Denise's IT. People used to bring their computers in, and we would ask them. One of the intake questions that we had was, what's your password? We needed to know this to get into their system. We had a secure system. We would document that password. But then the people would go on to tell me, I use that password for everything. Yeah. Why would you tell me that? Why?
Oh, yeah.
So I started logging into bank accounts, cleaning out accounts.
As you do.
No, I'm just kidding.
As you should.
Did not do that. Man, this thing is a lot more heavier, too, than that other one.
You can tell it's pretty. Yeah.
Good night.
That's hefty.
Yeah, and then it's like all in my face. Hi, welcome into Good Morning Huntsville. How are you all today? But this is the reason, like, I have it so I always like to sit here and then interact with the audience because the comments come in and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. All right, we are here. Thank you to Elliot Herzlich, Elliot's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com. Friends, if you did not partake in the Heart for Casa campaign, we said that we were going to end that last week. Well, we do have just a few bags remaining. We would love for you to still take advantage of that. We're going to go ahead and extend that just through this first week and through this first week of March. And for a suggested donation of only $40, we have beautiful jewelry. The bag's, by the way, valued anywhere from $150 to $300 depending on the jewelry that's in it. It's a grab bag of jewelry. But we have jewelry in there. We have jewelry cleaner. There's a beautiful candle. There's a rosebud vase to Heartfield Florist. All that's included, and all you have to do is donate a minimum suggested donation of $40. If you're not comfortable doing it online through our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com, you can come here to First Baptist, bring a check or cash, and we can do it that way as well. And, I just have a few of those remaining. We did wrap up our Share the Love. Share the Love. Y'all had quite a few donations in there.
Yeah, we had some people going and donating. It was good.
I need to go double check because there may be some more stuff. I cleaned it out Thursday, I think.
I don't remember if anybody else went in.
So I'll look, though, but thank y'all for doing that.
Yeah.
They had a box at Walker County Federal. We're going to go and distribute those items this week to the senior villages of Huntsville, and also Parkview Place Apartments. And so we'll announce that a little bit later this week when we're going to go do that, maybe Thursday or Friday. I've just got to get with those two complexes. But we gathered around $2,500 total worth of supplies. Yeah. So appreciate Walker County Federal for having that drop box. Also, First Presbyterian Church had one. We had one here at First Baptist, and that campaign went really, really well. And now it's time to switch gears, as I feel like I'm going 100,000 miles an hour this morning, as I always do. And we are now gearing up for Rays of Hope, third annual.
Oh, my gosh, already
the third annual. Can you believe that?
It feels like we just did that.
Yep.
That went by so fast.
Mm-hmm. We're going to do it. I guess we did it in June last year, so we'll do it in June again this year. So here we are, March, April, May, June.
Oh, it'll go by fast. It's already March.
And then I'm wondering, what did I get myself into? So a lot happening. Hey, do us a... Oh, please don't tell us that. Have I been talking this whole time and you said no sound?
Oh, no.
There's no way. Please don't tell. That would be horrible. Don't do this to me. Please. No, there's sound. Oh, man. Oh, you know what it was? It was Steph Valley said no sound, but it was because the music ended at the beginning.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That was that positive.
I know. Part of my workflow is I look and I see that I was like, we've been going for 21 minutes, man. Like, you and I were about to just cancel the rest of the show.
Yeah. I think that at that point we would have had to.
We would have put a post on Facebook saying, come to Walker County Federal, set up your accounts. We'd give you all the shout out.
Just do that.
Then we would have went and got breakfast. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, yeah, everything's going good. Great weekend. Enjoyed the Sam Houston baptize a Texan. Our new chamber president got baptized, Jason.
I saw that. That was awesome.
Is it Brandolini?
I don't know.
Let me look here real quick. I got to go back and – he's a nice guy. He's a great guy. We're going to have him on the show. We talked.
Oh, awesome.
So he's going to come and hang out on the show with us. It is I know it's Jason. Jason, I apologize. It is Brandolini. It's got like an Italian flair to it. Brandolini. It's okay.
Yeah.
Whenever I start saying words, I guess it's like my dad's connection to the Valley. You and I have talked about this before. I want to put like this Spanish flair, even when it's not. Like Brandolini is definitely not a Spanish name.
No.
But I like to say like Brandolini.
Yeah.
You know,
I think there's certain words or names they go with an accent.
There was the tribe from Coshada tribe was at the Sam Houston birthday this weekend, the celebration at Oakwood Cemetery. And I had to go through the pronunciations first because it's like Chief Miko.
Yeah.
Kanisi. I don't want to try because I don't want to disrespect them. I got it okay enough to where the chief said, you did okay. He's like, it was a little bit off, but you did okay. And I said, well, and I was very serious. I said, sir, I do not want to disrespect y'all's tribe. And he's like, you didn't at all. You did very well. But even then, I was like, it's like Miko. It's like, no, it's like Mika. It's not even close to Spanish.
No.
But I felt it like down in here. I was like, Miko, what's up, brother? You know, it's like, not it, man. Get it right. So, Jason, I'll give you a hard time about that. But we're so thankful to have Jason here. He will be moving to Huntsville soon, currently in the Tomball area. A lot of expertise. And what I love is here's someone that's coming into this community, just as we did. You know, when Bridget and I moved here, we wanted to embrace the culture here. And here's someone who, I mean, literally day one comes in, and he's getting baptized at Texan because he's originally from New York.
That's a good sign.
So he's ready. He's excited. And a shout out to the executive board at the chamber for finding great all of them were great candidates. But I think, man, Jason's going to be a rock star. I can already tell, going to be a great guy. So
yeah, everybody's saying good things. Everybody who's met him.
We welcome him into this community very well. A couple other local news. Want you to go to our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com. Many of you have seen this. Some of you haven't. I wanted to bring it up on the show this morning, but your heart is about to melt. And it's not just because I'm here, Denise. Okay? But look, your heart is about to melt. The Rita B. Huff, a couple of weeks ago, had their open house. I had a chance to go over there. My friend Kelly Cruz gave me a tour. There's Kelly right there in the purple shirt. Wonderful lady.
We love Kelly.
Oh, she's so sweet, isn't she?
She is the sweetest.
Just a wonderful
I will see her
lady.
She's one of our trivia like she's there every week.
Great. That's where I met her.
Yeah.
That's where I met her.
She's amazing.
And so because of that meeting at trivia, at Rodeo, with the trivia queens, Denise and Karen, I met Kelly Cruz, and she said, come up here and I'll give you a tour for our grand opening. Look how beautiful the facility is. Have you made it?
I hadn't driven by there until last week, and I was like, oh, that looks awesome. I haven't been inside.
Look inside
but just the outside is amazing.
There's the kennels, nice area, and then look at this. Oh. Now you're going to want to be like, man, I'm finna go get a dog. I'm finna go. Oh. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Look at them little toots. They got little doors here that they can go in and out, so they don't have to stay inside. They go out on their own. But that little feller he was howling at me. Woo. He didn't sound like that, really.
Probably not.
They got a nice little shower.
That's a nice little shower.
I jumped in there and took one real quick. I locked the door, went in there. It was great. It's kind of low, but I made it.
That's fine. You make it work.
A nice outdoor area. I showed this just to show the perspective. So they have like a little interior area they can run around, and then they have a little
like a track.
Yeah, a track that's also
awesome.
So pretty nice. And it's hard to see in here. But there's toys that were all, you can't really see, but there were toys. These are flags, obviously. Mm-hmm. But inside of the fence, kind of in the back here, there was a bunch of toys back there for them. So they had a nice little area there. Now, this is where your heart starts melting, all right? There were some young ladies here. Mm-hmm. Cats. There's a whole new cat area. Do you like the cats?
I do like cats. Yeah. I got 2 of them.
I knew it. You and Karen, cat women. It's okay.
I'm just an animal person.
All right, look. This is why your hearts melt. Look at them. Whole area where the cats, they can bring them out. They can kind of play with them so people can get to know them a little bit. A cat room.
Yeah.
It's a meow room.
Meow.
When you walk in, you go meow, meow, meow.
Meow.
Meow, meow. Look at that little feller.
Aw.
Look at him in there. I'm not a fan of cats. They get we had them growing up. All right? They get in the litter box and they walk on everything. Then you get cat scratch fever,
Oh, Rob.
That's all right. I like cats if they're other people's cats, by the way. But then here's where the heart. Oh my goodness! Get over there and adopt that baby.
Those puppy dogs.
Look at that. Get over there and adopt
That's
it.
precious.
That's cuter than a cat. Look at that.
It's cute. They're equally cute.
Denise, look at that nose. What do you notice that's special about that nose?
It's a little heart-shaped.
Heart-shaped nose.
That's fine.
I ain't never seen that on a cat before.
I'm sure there's some.
The cats kind of look like his pig snout.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Cats are beautiful.
Look at that. No, cats are all right.
That is precious.
Look at that. Little heart-shaped nose. That was the takeaway. And, oh, man, this little baby right here. See, I'm always a sucker for the scared animals. I just am. It don't matter if it's a cat, it's a squirrel, it could be a little field mouse. I'm a sucker for the little animals that are shy.
Just want some love.
That's how my Stella looked when I got her.
Aww.
She was very shy, and this little baby was she was shaking, she was scared, but she was so gentle and sweet when I went up and started talking to her. Just breaks your heart that these little animals are like that, that they have to be in a shelter. But thank goodness for Rita B. Huff, and thank goodness that they had a forward-thinking vision to say where we're at, we're thankful, but it ain't good enough. We got to move up.
Yeah.
And they did, and the leadership there, and they're wonderful folks over there. But they recognized that need, and and God bless Mac Woodward, donated some land over there. Community came together, raised the funds, built that new facility. It's 4 times larger than what they had, 10,000 square feet. And it's for these babies right here. It's just sweet. And, that's the one that'll tug at my heart is that little picture right there. You can go to this article. You can find out more, my full story there on HelloHuntsvilleTX.com. It was a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to go in. Some other big news that's happening. I'm excited about this.
That, yeah.
Honor Cafe in Conroe. I'll be honest, I've never been there. I've heard a lot of good news about it. But they are opening up where Pension Plate used to be here in Huntsville. That is set to open a little bit later this month. And so really excited about these folks. Veteran-owned, kind of a unique menu. A lot of different kind of scratch-made food on the menu. Somebody had said, I hope it works. That location has poor parking. No, it does not. There is
really.
that people don't realize, maybe this is why. They have a fenced-in area, and there is tons of parking.
Yeah, it's a whole lot.
Yeah, it's a ton of. It's not just right here up front. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, you go around that side, and it's behind it.
So they are set to open up here right next to the Big E's, and we're looking forward. We'll have more information on that soon. And there's a lot happening. I believe there's like a new cardiovascular clinic opening, the new hospital bond, which I'm very excited about. That is going to be coming up here in May to vote on. I think May the 3rd is the date for that. There is so much good happening, Denise.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff.
A lot of great things happening here in Huntsville. Well, hey, do us a favor. Let us know. What does this say? Still waiting to hear which one you picked out to adopt, Kyle was saying. Well, Kyle, I love them, but I got 2 at home. And they have a whole puppy room at this facility, the Rita B. Huff, and they said the puppies go quick. The puppies.
Yeah.
But it's some older babies too that I'm like, man, somebody get these little buddies, please. Kyle, they're open over there. Go by and see them. They're great people. So, well, let's take a quick break. We do want to welcome you in as always. Let us know that you're out there this morning. We appreciate our friends such as Kyle and also Steph Valley from Magnolia Kennel. Steph always does such a wonderful job promoting not just us, but so many businesses in town. And you can do like Steph. The easiest way to do it, just like this broadcast. Hit that share button, and when you comment on the share, if you're on Facebook, you can put @followers, and it will notify some of your followers and annoy everybody. So feel free.
Yeah, a lot of people have figured that out. I keep getting like something for you to see, and then I'm like, oh, they thought about me, and I'm like, no, it's everybody. But it makes me look at it.
I get excited because I'm like, yes, they tagged. Oh, never mind. It's like they tagged you and others.
And everybody.
And everybody. So thank you all for doing that. And, of course, we are here with our friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your full-service community credit union serving this area for many, many years, many decades, in fact.
Yes.
And go by and see Denise. She will take care of you. And you know what? Good people. Good people doing great people doing great things.
We have a new, tell her you'll love her.
Oh, really?
Yes. She's so sweet, Miss Terry.
Well, tell her about us.
Yeah. I would love for her to come.
Tell her. Don't tell her about us. That didn't make sense. Oh yeah. Well, tell her about the show.
Yes.
Tell her about the show.
I would love for her to come. She is so just upbeat, and just the second she walks in the door. So I mean, you would enjoy her.
How long has she been there?
A week.
Oh, see, it's honeymoon phase though.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like that's just that's legitimately her.
No.
So she's awesome.
We used to joke around when I had my IT business, and it was funny. Like we'd interview people. Oh, I can't wait to get over here, and then like a month into it, they're like, can't wait to get out of here. We called it the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
But we know, no, this is an excellent young lady, and you guys are always so upbeat though. Mm-hmm. I have never walked in there, and I know that everybody. I'm sure there's days and there's times where we all don't want to be somewhere. We don't feel good. That's all of us, right? Mm-hmm. This morning, I'll be honest, I did not want to be here this morning.
Yeah.
My wife had to pick up a shift at Creekside, so she's working a 12-hour shift, which means I had to get up a lot earlier, get the children ready, take them to childcare, do all this. Braylon's got gymnastics now, so I've got to work basically 2 jobs all day long. Then I got to go pick up the children by 5, be over at the gymnastics place by 5:15, which I'm thankful. I love it. I'm not complaining. But Caden, there's nobody to watch Caden, so I've got to – and Caden's a wiggler, and he's little, and he wants to move around. I'm supposed to go watch my daughter, but instead I'm going to have to watch my son for an hour while we're there.
He's so big.
He's huge. He eats everything.
I had not seen it. I was like, oh, my God. He's so big.
Yeah. He's a little – but he's like stretching out now.
Yeah,
though.
He's
finally like stretching out because, man, this little dude, 11, 12 when he came out the womb. 11, 12. Or it was 12, 11. I think it was 11, 12.
That's big.
That's a big baby.
That's a big boy.
Like, normally it's like, 5, 6, 7. Braylon was she was like 7 something.
Yeah.
I think I was like 6 or 7. Mm. But, yeah, he's a little toot, and he keeps his daddy that gas tank. So I'm always at the fuel pump filling up with my little boy. So I love them. They are my little world. You know, obviously my wife's my main world, but my little ones, they're my world too. And so when I got up this morning, I was like, oh, this is going to be a long, fun day. But then when I got a text from you saying, hey, I'm on the way, I said, all right, man, all right. I was like, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better.
Looking up.
I said, I'm feeling better. I'm going to go to 50 after the 50. All right, let's take a quick break. Big thank you to Walker County Federal Credit Union. Let us know you're out there, please. Do us a favor and holler at us. We'll take a brief break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us as we continue celebrating and promoting the good in our community. It's your show. It is Good Morning Huntsville, brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit. Hey, here's Denise.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Imagine a professional office space that elevates your business image without the corporate price tag. Huntsville Executive Office Suites are coming soon to Lake Road. Enjoy high-speed internet, a fully equipped kitchen, and 24/7 secure access. Take advantage of our live answering service, advertising on our outdoor video sign, and a convenient location just a quarter mile from SHSU. Lease terms start at 6 months. Call Raven Property Management at 936-225-4378. Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Grow your business without outgrowing your budget.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Deneen with Guardian Defense, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
is gone, the old Smither Bridge. Huntsville, Texas, memories to unhinge. Across I-45, a mess to behold. Traffic backed up, tempers running cold.
All right, then, old Smither Bridge. You'll get your weekly dose of that. That poor old bridge. Oh, goodness. You know, I haven't really experienced anything from that, though.
I didn't even. Well, I drove in late last night, so it didn't affect me.
Because I'm always on, like, this other side. Well, we live on that part of the like on that side of the interstate. But what would you say? That's the northeast, west side? We live on the west side of 45. Yeah. We're on the west side. Are you on the east side or the west?
On the east side.
Sorry, we still friends, though. Who was it?
My heart's on the west side.
Okay, hold on. Who was east side? Was that was Biggie?
Biggie.
And then Tupac was on the west side. I'm Tupac. What's up, Biggie? We friends?
We're friends.
I ain't mad at you.
He's got all the better songs.
I'm going with the ones that are like the worst.
I can't say any of Biggie's songs.
Yeah, you can't. Juicy. That's the best one ever. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Man, when I was dead broke, I couldn't picture this. Now I got money, inches green, a leather sofa, 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. My phone bill, about 2 G's flat. No need to worry. My accountant handles that. And then there was the other. This is one of my favorites. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. It's the best. Birthdays was the worst days. No, we sip champagne when we thirsty. And then there was another. Every verse of that song was just instant classic. There's one about we used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat. Wondered why Christmas missed us.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good.
That's good. They don't do that anymore.
No.
They don't. The songs aren't like that anymore.
It's all about I'm not being, I'm not judging or whatever, but it's just it's all about bad things. The rap back in the day was about the struggles that people went through. A lot of it. Now they threw in some stuff.
Yeah.
But those songs, and then of course it turned into the fight, the lyrical fight, which is what led to both of those guys losing their life, unfortunately. But there was so much. You got to respect. I don't care what you believe. You can say I don't care for that music at all, but I'm going to tell you got to respect the poetry.
Oh yeah.
You can't.
No, it is. Back in the day, that it literally was that was poetry.
I mean, there was that whole and I know people are loud that's the dumbest song I ever heard. You got to listen to it, but there's a lot of talent that has to go into putting those kind of lyrics together back then. Now you can go to AI and tell it like the old Smither Bridge like we just did. Doggone, it's gone. Well, speaking of which, 61 degrees overcast today, 20% chance of showers early. I had a few sprinkles on the way in. Tonight, though, those rain chances increase to 50%. And then tomorrow, 74. We're going to have a 90% chance of showers early. There are some forecast models that show severe weather in our area as early as tomorrow morning. And so be careful. North Texas may get hit pretty hard, and Northeast Texas, but some of that could linger here. There was early talk last week that there could be supercell thunderstorms, which those storms are the ones that are capable of producing tornadoes. Hopefully none of that weather here, but just be on the lookout starting early tomorrow morning. And why does it always seem like this stuff has to happen in the
how
early?
Early?
Well,
am I going to have to walk in it?
Well, you don't walk in a tornado.
Well, no, but I mean...
Tornado. Tomato. It's okay.
Am I gonna get wet walking into work?
Well, that's a good question, and luckily I'm not no weather expert. You can go to weather. I always encourage people go to weather.gov. By the way, weather.gov is the National Weather Service. Why do you got to go through KHOU and all them people?
Yeah.
They just regulating what's already been thrown down.
Yeah.
The National Weather Service, this is what they do. I'm not knocking KHOU. I just made up a rap.
You did.
This
there
is what they do. But yeah, there is an elevated risk. It's only marginal risk here, but an elevated risk just to the north of us and right outside of Livingston for a 2 of 5 for severe weather. So I don't think it's going to be as bad as they were originally thinking. But nonetheless, I don't say this as it's like a scary thing, but I go back to May the 27th, 97, where I grew up in Central Texas, and it was the last F5 tornado to ever hit the state of Texas in a little community called Gerald. And unfortunately, 27 people lost their lives in that storm. That day, there was a slight marginal risk of severe weather.
Yeah.
And that thing came out of nowhere. That tornado grew to half a mile wide, and is still one of the most studied phenomena of weather, because normally a tornado will track northeast. The storm will come down to the southeast. The tornado will track northeast. So as you think about it coming, and it goes like this, right? Well, that storm came to the southwest, and the tornado moved to it came to the southwest. It was coming down to the southwest. The tornado tracked southwest. That's never happened before that they've ever been able to document. That storm stopped for literally 10 to 15 minutes in one spot, did not move. Took 18 inches of earth, road and everything. You don't ever hear that.
No.
And that's why it's still one of the most studied storms. And because of that event, this is funny, Denise. It's 2025. How long ago was 1997?
Let's find out how long ago my sister graduated high school.
That's when she graduated. 28 years ago.
You're old, sister.
You old, sis. So 28 years ago. My goodness, I remember.
That's a long time ago.
I remember. Emotion. We maybe here's some inspiration today in a roundabout way. We attach memories to emotion.
Absolutely.
And so my inspiration, I'm twisting all this to be positive in a way, but think about the things that make you the most happy and attach those memories. It's easy to attach memories to bad days. Like this day was a bad, tragic day. I had a friend who lost a father. My mother lost her coworker and her two sons, her coworker's two sons. We all knew somebody in that community that this affected. We remember that. But there's hardly a day that goes by for the last 28 years that I don't not think. I think about that day almost every day. It's weird. Every time there's a drop of rain or a thunderstorm, I go back to that day. And I go back to where I was at my friend Chris's house, and his mother put us in the closet and said, this is getting, and I remember watching the Weather Channel, and it was old school technology, and there was the scary alarm. I mean, it was like, there was so many things around that day that were so scary. And then I remember getting out, and I remember the whole neighborhood was just flooded. This torrential rain came. And see, we were about 10 minutes away from this town. And then we would find out an hour later the devastation that had happened. And it was like a war zone in that community. That evening, my dad had to run down to Austin. He left me at a neighbor's house, and I'll never forget. This is so weird. I'm thinking about all this stuff. I was helping her untangle wire. She had a bunch of wires in a box, and I was helping her untangle the wires. And I just remember telling her as my dad come, and I was 12 years old, and I was crying out for my dad because I was so scared about that day. And then in the days and the weeks, we'd find out even more about everything that had happened. It wasn't just in that community, Denise. There was another community, Cedar Park. It hit an Albertsons, completely leveled. This same thunderstorm dropped 2 more tornadoes. And I think in total that day, that same storm system ended up spawning like 9 tornadoes in Texas. And it was little. It just came out of nowhere. So I brought all that up. Just be careful tomorrow and as we go through, through these storms. Be careful and be prepared. One final thought on that. And people will probably say it's not a good thing, but this saved a lot of lives in Oklahoma. The more Oklahoma has been hit numerous times by devastating EF5 tornadoes now. We went up there 2 days after that one hit in 2013 to help clean up. But there was Bob Moore is a meteorologist, used to be on TV there, and he told people, he's like, you have 5 minutes to get out of your house and leave. Normally they say stay in your house, get to the lowest level, go get in the ditch. He said, you have 5 minutes. Get out of your house now. He goes, you will not survive this storm unless you have a basement. People listened to him, and they got out of there. The only bad thing is it caused a traffic jam on the highway.
Yeah.
And I think a few cars and people lost their lives on Interstate 35, which is a main thoroughfare through that area and through Texas where I grew up. But he told people, and he was right, there was 10,000 home properties just completely demolished, leveled. Foundational home, not talking trailer park, I'm talking foundational homes completely wiped off the map. And so to this day, we have a little bit more of an advanced warning. The internet makes it much more easier to see radar imagery, although it's usually delayed 5 to 10 minutes. But if I know that there is a really bad storm heading towards us, I will get in my car and leave. I don't stay at home.
Yeah.
I don't trust being in my house if there is a monster storm heading that way, and I know that I can safely get out of the way. Perfect example in Conroe a couple of years ago, right when we moved back, there was like this crazy thunderstorm that came out of nowhere. And I think it was the one here that, it was a small tornado, like knocked out. Or
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it was ever ruled a tornado, but it was just, they call it straight line winds. But all those power lines.
Something else.
Like all those power lines, like a microburst. All those power lines went down. We were in Conroe, the same thing happened. And I saw, and we had an alert pop up on the phone that says like tornado emergency. When it says that, you better get on with it, man. I ain't talking a warning. And I told Bridget, I was like, we're getting out of here. We did. We got out of Dodge, man. Found a little church, parked under there. But it was scary because the trees were like that. But yeah, don't take my advice. But I'm just telling you, man, if you got a 30-minute window and you know something's coming, get in your car and go. That's my advice. Yeah. To me, don't take it if you don't want to. Anyways, enough with that chat. Just looking out for the weather. Denise, I know you've been busy. A lot going on, though. You guys have been so involved in the community. Denise is here, Walker County Federal Credit Union. Hey, tonight, tell us about it. It's something that's always a lot of fun every Monday.
Trivia night?
Trivia.
Yeah, we're still going strong. What we got going tonight at trivia?
Are you allowed to see if people watch the show, they could get some insider information?
Yeah. I mean, we've got Mardi Gras this week. Lent starts, that might come up. It's been good though.
Lent is this week, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. On Wednesday.
Mardi Gras. What is Mardi Gras? Like, I know people are going to get mad at me, but how did it start?
I believe it is part of the Lenten season because that's the last day, so that's the Fat Tuesday. I don't remember the exact history, but they are connected in some way as far as why it's that day. But I don't remember the full history. I will find all of that out today when I finish doing the trivia.
Put me on
but
the
it
spot,
is connected with the Lenten season.
This is what I love about AI. Watch this. All right, so who would have known? All right.
Let's see.
Here is a top 10 Mardi Gras list. Okay. The Build That Bead Wall Float. Build That Bead Wall Float. A towering wall made entirely of Mardi Gras beads, with Trump insisting that another country paid for it. This was a top 10. This is a top 10 Mardi Gras parade float idea, by the way. The Biden's ice cream truck float. It's Joe cruising down the parade route, tossing ice cream cones into the crowd, occasionally whisper, "No malarkey." See, these are really bad, right? The Twitter tantrum float. This is a giant smartphone displaying Trump's infamous late-night tweets complete with animated misspellings and all-caps rants. Pretty good, right? The Amtrak Joe float. These are all political floats that are going to be in Mardi Gras this year. These were ideas that were tossed around, by the way. A replica of an Amtrak train car celebrating Biden's love for trains with conductors handing out miniature stimulus checks. It's a pretty good float, right? The Trump Casino Royale float. This was a good idea that was thrown around. Flashy casino scene, Trump at the poker table betting the house on a hand of Go Fish while the float goes by. These are really dumb, by the way. Anyways, the Unity and the USA float. Now, that's the one that we need.
Yeah.
What float would you, if you could be in a Mardi Gras parade, what would your float be?
I don't know. We were just talking about this weekend. Like, I don't think I could handle Mardi Gras anymore.
You went, though? Like, down to, did you go to Louisiana?
No, I've never been during Mardi Gras. I've been to Louisiana tons of times, to Bourbon Street, just on a random weekend.
Yeah, what is that like down there?
It's
just
a party
central.
Every
everybody's
day.
Going crazy. And
yeah,
even when it's not Mardi Gras?
Yeah, just any weekend, like any day. I've gone on like holiday weekends, so there's like more people, and then I've gone on just a random. So I had a friend that lived right there in Slidell, so it's right by New Orleans. So I would go there a lot, and yeah, like any day that you go there, like it's
kind of like Austin.
Something.
You've been down to Austin before? I'm not a fan. I grew up there in that area. But
I don't think I could handle Mardi Gras, like the crowds anymore.
You know, you bring up an interesting topic because as I've gotten older, I want to just like I love my friends. Don't get me wrong, and you know, extended family, but I just like want to be with my family. I don't want to be out and I don't want to be out among big crowds and get in the middle. Let me put it this way: it's exhausting. Like the thought of going to SeaWorld absolutely exhausts me.
Yeah,
literally. Or going to like Fiesta, Texas. I guess here it would be like Six Flags up in Dallas. We were close to San Antonio, so that was our go-to. But even all that stuff. Yesterday, Denise, we go to church, had a great service, started a new series here that our pastor's doing called Kingdom Culture. It's great. But, you know, we decided, hey, we're going to go I had a meeting briefly after church, so I had to do that meeting. And then we went to go eat. I was straight up craving Lupe tortilla. You know what I'm talking about? Those beans that they give you, like, that's better than salsa, man. Those beans are through the roof. You know, here locally, there's several places. I, of course, like to go to Rodeo. I like to go over to Fiesta Taqueria. But, man, those beans is that's why we went. I said, Bridget, I want those beans. So we go all the way to Shenandoah. Bridget calls it Shenandoah. We went all the way to Shenandoah. But we were going to go to the one in Montgomery, but I Googled it. It had horrible review, 3.3 stars. Oh. The one in Shenandoah had 4.8 stars.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, I was like, and it was about the same distance. So we went to the one in Shenandoah. Bridget, I love you, sweetheart. She called it Shenandoah. Say, let's go to Shenandoah. But man, it was, and they were busy. I mean, it took a long time to get the food, but I didn't get upset. This poor guy was going crazy. But and then we did that, and then we had to go to H-E-B. Well, my wife says, let's go to H-E-B in Willis. And I looked at her and said, what you talking about? Willis?
Yeah, I got it.
What you talking about? We went there because they sell the bigger cartons of drinkable yogurt for children. They come in like a 12-pack, and it's cheaper. They didn't have any.
They were out.
They were out of that. They were out of the string cheese that my children eat. I told Bridget we'd been better off just going to the Huntsville H-E-B like we normally do. But by the time I got out of there, 5 minutes in a grocery store, and I'm ready to go.
I couldn't tell you the last time I actually went into the grocery store.
Yeah, because we normally do the shipped or whatever, or the delivery.
Yeah. I'll do curbside or I'll do delivery.
But, yeah, long story short, Denise, I was done. And I was so exhausted when I got home that I called my brother, in fact. I called my brother and told him, I said, there's something utterly wrong with me. I am so tired. So, anyways. Well, a couple of other things here. This date, 1791, Congress passed a resolution ordering the U.S. Mint to be established. This was great news for those who love mint, by the way.
There's one in my mouth right now.
There was a Girl Scout who heard the news, and she said, this gives me an idea for a cookie. Those are on sale, by the way, right now. So,
yes.
1845, Florida became our 27th state. It was a great deal. Spain not only gave us the state, but they threw in the keys. Get it? That was a good one. They threw in the keys. This is cool. Alexander Graham Bell, 1847. If his name doesn't ring a bell, his invention does, the telephone.
Yeah.
Bell wanted to exclaim ahoy to be used as the standard phone greeting. Wouldn't that be cool? Ahoy.
Yep.
It was on this date in 1849 the Home Department of the United States was created, now known as the Department of the Interior, pretty much where we've spent all of our time lately. I don't feel like I've gotten out a whole lot. There's
nothing but allergies outside.
Yeah,
I'll go out there.
We'll stay in the interior. Here's some more. 1851, Congress authorized the smallest U.S. silver coin. It was a 3-cent piece that allowed people to put in their 2 cents and then get some change. Today, it doesn't even buy the vapors at the gas station. Those are 9/10 of a cent. So there you go. Another one here on this date, 1875, the money was added again, a 20-cent coin. I didn't even know these existed, a 20 cent and a 3 cent. That's kind of weird. Only lasted 3 years. The front featured Lady Liberty sitting. Well, that's kind of weird, right? Lady Liberty sitting. They said apparently her feet were tired, so they did it. But that's the truth. It's sitting Lady Liberty, 20-cent piece. So kind of weird. Hoover on this date signed the bill that made the Star-Spangled Banner our official national anthem in 1931. So so pretty cool. There you go. Today, National Soup It Forward Day today.
Soup it
You a
forward?
soup person?
Sometimes, not all the time, but there's some days where I'm like, oh, I want like a good soup.
I could just see, I'm really craving it.
There are some days I'm like, oh yeah.
Does that happen at work while you're you're in the middle of a loan?
I'm like, oh.
It's getting kind of soupy. It's getting soupy. It's National Mulled Wine Day today. Thank goodness it's not horse wine. National Cold Cuts Day. Get your cold cuts.
Cold cuts.
Do you remember that?
Cold cuts. Get your cold cuts.
Get your cold cuts. Hey, and here's a good one. It's National. I want you to be happy today, Denise. I want you. I want you.
That's a nice day.
I really want you to be happy. I genuinely want you to be happy. Yeah. I do. You're my friend. And it's also National Anthem Day. So I want you to be happy while you're singing the national anthem. While you're eating your soup, while you're paying your soup forward and eating a cold cut and mulled whining it. I want you to be happy today.
I feel like that would be a happy day.
Just a heads up, you did mention this Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday tomorrow. Lent begins Wednesday. So those are a couple of things. And the shortest weekend of the year is on the way. I don't like this time. Leave the time alone. Sunday, it's spring forward.
They keep saying they're going to stop doing it.
This guy said spring ahead. It's not spring ahead, buddy. It's spring forward. Daylight, it's going to lose an hour of sleep. And
like I lose an hour every
I'm not excited. I'm not excited about it because the children are in a routine, and now it really messes up their routine badly.
Yeah.
Bigly messes up their routine. Little Flip, 44 today. Little Flip, the rapper.
Yeah.
Not a phone, but Little Flip. Little Flip phone turns 44 today. That is crazy to think about that as well. Don't really know any of these other ones, by the way. Expedia, a couple of other things you need to know. Their stock is up 50% over the past year. I didn't even know those people were still around.
I haven't seen. I remember those commercials, but now I can't remember the last time I saw one.
Had no idea.
Expedia.
Did you know Angie Stone?
Yeah.
She passed away in a car crash.
See that.
63
oh, was it a car crash?
Yeah, 63. Pretty cool. Here was something that was making news. I was watching this. It's another Texas-based space company. So cool. Firefly Aerospace became only the second private company to land a spacecraft on the moon yesterday. That is pretty cool. Firefly Aerospace. Harrison Ford's supposed to be a presenter at the Oscars last night, but he had to drop out. Shingles got him. Shingles diagnosis got old Harrison Ford there. A little bit too much there on the wasn't he the guy that was on the, like those, I don't know, those movies?
Indiana Jones?
Yeah, was he the Indiana Jones guy? Yeah, he picked up something while he was over there doing. Poor guy. My mom was telling me something about I said, Mom, I don't watch any of that. I don't get into any of that. The Oscars with the Golden Globes, all that kind of stuff. But she was telling me that there was a very famous musician. Oscars are movies, right? Mm-hmm. There was some movie star that had always been nominated but never won. And she said the name, and it was so familiar. And she goes, maybe she'll win tonight. I said, Mom, I don't know. I don't watch that. And it's funny that my mom, I wouldn't expect my mom to watch, but she does. She watches it. Anyways, you didn't watch it, did you? No Oscars.
I always just watch the clips, the highlights.
And check this out. After all these years, Microsoft shutting down Skype in May. Skype is going away.
People still use.
It's all Zoom now. Yeah. Zoom really took that over. 21 years. They want you to move over to their new Teams platform if you're not already there. So they are shutting down Skype.
We do use Teams.
And then the IRS reporting so far this year, tax refunds, they are running about a third lower than last year. Tax refunds lower than last year. And boy, here, look at this. This is some really exciting news here. We all know somebody that's been affected by cancer. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, many of us know someone who's been affected by pancreatic cancer. It's one of the leading cancer deaths, that and brain cancer. Well, a new vaccine targeting pancreatic cancer has shown promising results in clinical trials.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be a big one. My great uncle passed away from pancreatic cancer, so we know how bad that is. I think that's about it, Denise. We don't really have anything. I've got some more Cafe Texan gift cards on the way. I don't really have anything to give away today, so people are all upset. I didn't give away much last week either. I've been mean. You know, I didn't really give away much last week. I had a few things. We will have some giveaways tomorrow. I've reached out. Cafe Texan will hook us up with some more cards, so we'll start giving those away. You know what? Actually, here, I'm gonna do this. Give me 1 second. Let me flip the camera off just for a minute. We're going to take a brief break. I do have something I want to give away. Steph Valley brought something in a while back from Pop Pop's Wood Shop, and I want to give these away. So stay with us. I will have a giveaway, so we'll be right back in just a moment, in probably 30 seconds. All right, we're back. We do have something to give away today. My friend Steph Valley, a while back, in Pop Pop's Wood Shop, or as we'd say in Fargo, Pop Pop's Wood Shop. Great man, by the way, awesome guy. He has just a wonderful laser engraving business. And Steph had came in, and she said, hey, I've got a few things that you can give away on the show. And these have been sitting here for a while. And I was waiting, and today is the day that I'm going to give these away. So this is the Lord's Prayer. That are here that we're going to give away, the Lord's Prayer and another prayer here as well.
Hail Mary.
Yeah, so we've got both of these today, and we are going to give these away. These are beautiful crosses here at the Lord's Prayer, other prayer as well. We will give these away to you. These are very beautiful.
This is nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. And we will give these away. All you have to do is text in your name on the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. And you can pick. If you want both of them, you can have both. If you want one or the other, you can have one or the other. But text in your name on the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. And you can have one of these beautiful ones.
It's the full prayer.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. Isn't that cool? The entire
really
prayer is
cool.
on there. Our Father art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. The kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven, all the way down to amen. Yep. So there you go. So we've got them. And you can take your pick. Again, text in your name to the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. So there you go.
Yeah, that's nice.
All
that's
right.
A good one.
Well, hey, come tonight. Trivia.
Yes.
Rodeo.
Come see me.
Are you going to start doing karaoke too?
She's doing it on Thursdays.
I know. Do you go to that?
I do. Well, I missed the first one because we had an event. That was the Ducks Unlimited event. And then the week before, or the second week was our annual meeting. So I got there just at the end. And then last week was the first week that I actually got to go. There's a lot of people. Like, people are signed up.
I want to shout out Delphina too. Like, she's been doing a pretty legit job on the Soch. Have you been helping with that?
No.
She's been doing it on her own, huh?
That's mostly her.
Does a Stephanie help her?
Steph will help, but it's usually Delphina, like, do this. And then
she's got some momentum going on the Soch, man. I love that.
She's very active. And if she's sitting there, like the days that you see her that she's cooking, and she's just sitting there bored, and she's like, I'm going to cook something. And she'll just bring it out.
Well, go by and see her. It's our friend. Great people. They're Delfino and Tilio. We just love them and their family. It's a family business.
Yep.
And we need to support those family businesses. Final opportunity, too. I wanted to, of course, thank Walker County Federal Credit Union. You guys have been helping us so much with all of our accounts. I want to encourage you, friends. You see them on this show. You see them around town. Support your local credit union. Support Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your local full-service community credit union. Giving back to this community. Don't shy away from the fact that they only have the one location here in Huntsville. I'm telling you that you don't need to have – that lowers cost. It really does. If you have multiple locations and all this other stuff going on, well, somebody's got to pay the bills, and it just creates more expense. You guys have done it strategically right to where you come in. You don't have to pay all these big monthly fees. I don't pay any monthly fees for anything. You know, I think it's like, what, minimum $5 or $10 to open accounts? Not much.
That's just your membership.
And that's it. And they have all the same services. I deposit checks all the time. I have a few clients that give us checks, and I deposit them right from my phone. Does everything. I can transfer money from my accounts to my loan that I have with you guys. I don't even have to go in and pay it. I can do it all online through the app. So don't let that shy you away by saying, well, they don't got the stuff that old big old bank down the road has in Conroe. Ain't nobody got time for that. Go to Walker County Federal Credit Union.
Yeah. The one big thing, we can do all of that. But the big thing is that in an emergency or something's going on, you can call and just talk to us.
Yep.
We had somebody in there the other day. They were purchasing a vehicle from one of our members, and the guy that was buying it had I want to say, I don't remember, it was one of the big ones. I don't want to call them out, but it was one of the big ones. So they were on the phone trying to get a wire initiated, and they would not help this man get his wire done. So they had to drive down to Willis to try to get this done. And he's like, I called Denise. That's all I have to do. I called Denise, and I'm like, yep, that's it.
Call her on the weekend. Text her if she's trying to relax and get away. Hey, Denise, need you? No, don't do that.
I'll
do
tell
not.
you what to do.
No, you just leave her alone until it's working hours, all right? Yeah. Well, hey, friends, we got a great week lined up. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Jason Thompson, the Thompson Family Guardian Defense. Rick and Kay with Tomorrow's Promise here on Wednesday. Thursday, we'll have Jason at First Baptist, and then Friday, Billy Cawthon. Sky Carlton going to join us later this week, too, from Deep Clean, Texas. And we have opportunities for you to be on the show. If you're a nonprofit, we'd love to have you. Come talk about your organization. We were pretty booked up last week with a lot of great folks on here. We had Deborah McMahon from the Hospitality House, had another young lady on the show that started a ministry. Some really good interactions. Roxanne Moss joined us from the American Legion Post. We would love to get to know more about your nonprofit, or maybe you've been on the show and it's been a while. Just reach out to us. Super easy. Just to email hello@HelloHuntsvilleTX.com. We'd love to have you on. Well, friends, that will wrap it up. Big thank you as well to our friends at Huntsville Memorial Hospital. They are our streaming provider, and you can find out more information about the bond online. Just go to the HMH website. They've got the facts right there, and you can get all the facts. There's a lot of misinformation that goes on the internet, and so just go find the facts and do your own research and make your own educated decision about that bond coming up. But again, thank you to Huntsville Memorial Hospital. They are invested in our community, and we appreciate their support in helping to bring the live stream to you. For Denise Olivas, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you this morning, friends, that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. We'll be back at it tomorrow morning, bright and early at 7:30. Until then, good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. See you, Denise.
Bye.